Let's get started now with practice 3-1 cloning, activating, and testing and integrations. Taking a look at the previous reminder that of course the built-in hello world integration flow that you activated in practice 2.1 is really the only thing you are going to need here. And our goal here is to take a look at cloning ample integration flow, the one that you brought in the previous exercise. Clone it and then adjust it slightly so you can activate it and then get ready to use it from a testing stick perspective. Let's get started with part one, where we are going to into our integrations home page. First task again, you should use the same URL and credential, and then go into integrations. We want to locate now that imported hello world 2.1 integration flow, and we are going to clone it, and our goal here is to simply give it a unique name. So you are going to use uh, their derivations of your username, derivation of username truncated something like this, or a zero something 0 or 0 1 0 0 2. In my case I'm going to use or a 02828 and then tell the rest of the name. So let's do that much now. Those first three steps, I'm logged into my integration. Again, a reminder, if you need uh, a reminder how to get to from the home page, simply click on the integrations and then the integrations page, and there is where you see the rest of there. In this case we have the hello world invoke that we imported in. It's not activated, which is fine because we are not going to actually run it. We are going to run a clone of it. So I click on the actions menu here, click on the clone, and it prompts me for a unique name. So the unique name they have asked us to use will be, in this case, Aura 028, and I'll just leave everything else the same as it is, version 2, and that's fine. So I click on clone, which gives me a confirmation box that it has been cloned, and I can see it right here at the top, ready to be looked at. Uh, looked at. Yeah. So let's go back to our instructions to part two, where we're going to inspect the integrations flow logic. So opening up the integrations flow, we will see the integration design canvas. Let's me do that. You can simply click on here, or you can click over here on the edit button. That one will be open in edit mode, and now the page is loading, and you can see layout of our integrations. So the first thing, like here, we are going to want to take a look at is the way it's getting started. This is using REST adapter connections. We are going to look at that node and click the view icon as shown here. So click on the node, click on the view icon, and there we see, if I expand the endpoint summary, the information about the URI, the method, query parameters, and response media type. So that's step you know uh, 3, where we look at the summary information. If you wish to look at other aspects of it, you can just don't change anything, otherwise it may not work as you accept. So after you're done looking at it, you simply click the close button, which we'll do now. The next step is to take a look at the uh, mm, call integration activity by looking at the view icon of that action. So let's look at the view icon, and can text the summary page, see the name of the integrations, the endpoint information, which is the hello world integration that we previously activated, and of course it also has a particular resource information and operation in that call. So that's what we are showing here for step 5. if you want to look at the information how that's configured, you could. For now, we will just simply click the close button, and what we look at now is one of the two mappings. The first one is the map to the data mapping that's we are going to do prior to calling the integration. So here we can click on either the edit icon or the view icon to open up the mapper. Actually, instructions say they use icon and then it shows a screenshot of the view. Either one will work. Just be careful when you're clicking on the date icon. You could actually change mapping, which we don't want to do here. So if you'll notice step 7, they will give you some examples of what we can see in the mapping, as well as other things we can click on to view the full access system. So let's do a little bit of that right now. I'll click on to the map, and I'm going to go ahead and click on view to be saved. So I don't make any changes. We don't really need to edit this. And by expanding the payload on the left, I can see there's two query parameter. By depending on the right, I can see there is one template parameter for service we are going to call, as well as two query parameter that have been both populated. If you click on any of these lines, then it opens up the expression editor where we can see the full X path expressions of what is being mapped from name, in this case email, in this case. This one flow ID, interestingly, as an example, is showing a functions that's been used. This one is actually the get flow ID function. If you are curious where that's come from, the list function is listed over here on the right.